Thank you, sir. Well, wow, I'm all mic'd up here. There's no microphone. I always tell Byron, when Byron's behind the mic, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. And Byron agreed with that you never know. So thank you for asking me to do this. It's an honor and privilege. I had actually forgot last week. Joanne, my wife, was saying, hey, you didn't tell me about this talk you're giving. I was like, what talk? I'm not talking anywhere. She's like, yeah, you talking next week? I was like, I'm not talking anywhere. So she's like, Byron? I was like, oh. So I kind of forgot. But that's good, because it means I wasn't thinking about it the whole time. So that's not good if I'm thinking about myself, which is what I'm supposed to talk about today, service to others. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I work for Teletrack Navman. That's what I do for a living. But that inside of that is really service to others. And I sit on the board of this organization that a friend of ours, Kelly, asked me to join, that serves the mentally ill in the Norman community, helps them gain skills to become employed, and any other, if they want to pursue an education, it helps them with that also. I'm fairly new with that, less than a year on that side of it. But I do have an opportunity to help a lot of people because of how I'm situated with regards to some challenges I had earlier in life. Service to others, that's a concept that that was new to me about 12 years ago, in the sense that most of my time prior to that I've spent thinking about myself and what I could get out of life, not necessarily how much I could give. And throughout the last 12 years, 11 plus years, what has been the most amazing thing to me has been with regards to giving and serving others. I often think of it like GOP, not what most people would think GOP, not like Donald Trump or Rush Limbaugh, but giving on purpose and serving others. And it's really the most fulfilling venture I've been on in my life. I have a couple things, references that I'm going to share with you. This is from John Maxwell. And he says that a sociologist shared with him that even the most introverted individual will influence 10,000 other people during his or her lifetime. So if you look at it in those terms, each of us in this room will have influence 10,000 or more, at the end of our journey. And also I like to think of it in terms of leadership. It's another thing that John Maxwell shared. If you'll bear with me here, the prominent leader of any group is quite easily discovered. Just observe the people as they gather. If an issue is to be decided, who is the person whose opinion seems most valuable? Who is the one others watch the most when the issue is being discussed? Who is the one with whom people quickly agree? Most importantly, who is the one the others follow? Answers to these questions will help you discern who the real leader is in a particular group. And usually that leader is the one that serves the most. So I attend a group, and this group has leaders, and one of the leaders has been my mentor for the last 11 and a half years. One of the things that when I got with this mentor, my life was in shambles. It really was. I just came off the streets from being homeless. And I got with this gentleman, and he said he would help me get my life back together if I was willing to do anything. And I said that I was. And he immediately said, okay, go help others. And I'm like, what the? This is about me. You said I can get my life together. What are you talking about? This is what's going on in my head. But it is about helping others. And since then, I finally got a glimpse of what it's like to actually help others without regard for what I'm going to get out of it, without any reward. And so service to others, I think is it's my purpose in life. I think it's all of our purposes, if you will. Regardless of what we do for a living, we can serve others. I can serve my wife, my children. At work, I got a call out of the blue a couple weeks ago from a headhunter, and I told her I wasn't looking for a job. You know, I'm good where I am. I have a good standing with the company I'm with, and I've built a solid reputation there. And she wouldn't stop. She kept going, and she started piquing my interest a little more. So anyway, this guy calls me yesterday that owns this company that he started, and we talked about some things, and he talked about possibly building the company up in a couple of years, selling it, and gaining $2 or $3 million, you know, as an equity play, so to speak, as a vice president. And he asked me what my thoughts were along the lines of the business, and I just told him, look, all I want to do is serve others and be of service. That's really all it's about for me. I'm not looking at it from the standpoint of what I want to get out of it. And my mentor, my profession is sales, so I would be kind of concerned about my quota and not hitting it. And he would remind me that all you need to do, Andy, is to go out and be of service. And I would say, oh yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing. And so since I've taken that view, I've never really worried about, you know, finances or just if things are going to work out or not. Because if I take the focus off of me and I put it on you or someone else, everything seems to work out. I know Emma Fox calls that turning the cheek. Is that wherever the trouble is, don't focus on the trouble, focus on the solution. Maybe it's a favorite phrase that you have that brings you comfort. For me, it's usually something along the lines of some scripture, not to offend anyone. But that's how I overcome worry and fear and doubt, is to help others, take the focus off of me and my issues of what's going on in my life, and go help someone else. I remember my brother was in a nursing home several years ago, and his body was ravaged by this septicemia, a medical condition. And so I would go up every Sunday and cut his hair and shave him. I wasn't always fond of doing that on Sunday. And I'd share this with my mentor, and you know, he just said, you know, that's what we do. You need to go do that because that's what we do. So it's amazing that on the way there, driving up there from Norman to Oklahoma City, I would say, why am I doing this? You know, I could be doing this, I could be doing this, I could be doing this. And on the way home, I would cry all the way home with gratitude that I had the opportunity to do it. And through doing that, I was able to close out my relationship with my brother before his time on this journey ended. And that is the essence of serving others. It's not about me or what I will get out of it. It barely feels good in the beginning. It rarely feels good. It's not about feeling good. I've attended some events that you guys have put on, and I've been moved by what you guys accomplish in the community. And all my life I've been searching for this thing that's going to complete me and make me feel better. And it's about helping others. That's really where I found that peace, that inner peace. I read something on Wayne Dyer. Uh-oh, Matt. I jacked up my mic. Don't kill me, Matt. Okay. I'm going to close with this. Wayne Dyer quoted this, I think a Chinese guy that I can't even pronounce his name. No offense. It said this: the supportiveness or service to others is one of the 4 cardinal virtues. It says, when you extend yourself in a spirit of giving, helping, or loving, you act as God acts. Imagine shifting your attention off of yourself and asking the universal mind, how may I serve? When you do so, the message you're sending is, I'm not thinking about myself or what I can't have. Your attention is on making someone else feel better. Anytime you're supportive of others, you automatically remove ego from the picture. And with no ego, you go from edging God out to being more like God. And that is what it's all about. You know, when each of us ends our journey on this plane, you know, none of us will think about, wish I would have made this deal, I wish I would have earned this money on this deal. we will think about, we hope our loved ones understand that we love them. We hope our parents and our spouses and our children understand through our actions that we've demonstrated our love for them, and by serving them and by supporting them in their endeavors. So that's really what life is all about, serving others. The people that are the happiest, and Byron shared with me a couple of weeks ago, the people are the happiest are the ones that are doing things for other people. The people that are clenched tight with a death grip on life are the ones that are focused on themselves and not giving anything to anyone. And you know, my friend Byron, your Byron, shared that with me. When I got here today, I saw Minnie and I called her Opal. And she said, "Oh, it's okay, Andy, we all look alike." So she busted my chops. And so I felt right at home when she did that. I'm one of the crew now. But I've had my life has been it's a powerful example of what can happen to an individual by changing your focus, by changing your perspective, just a paradigm shift, just a little bit. To change the lens so you can see that there's opportunity in helping other people. And because if my hand is open, I can give and receive, and if it's closed, I can't give and I can't receive, most importantly. I need the sunlight of the Spirit so that I can feel renewed and have that inner peace and be comfortable in my own skin. And that comes, the foundational cornerstone of my life is helping other people. And for that, I am truly grateful.